everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica. Today is launch day for our November Topper of the Month. So we're almost done with our topper series. We just have one more topper left. Once they're all released, I will bundle them all up into one bundle so you can get all 12 months at the same time instead of buying them individually. So stay tuned for that, and they will be a little bit on a discount, so I did want to let you guys know that. And also, before we get started, don't forget that I do have sticker packs left. These are our November stickers. They are super cute, high quality, high color vinyl stickers, perfect for laptops, water bottles, sewing machines, decorating, anything that you'd like. So you can grab your November sticker packs in my shop. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to take a look at the Stitchy version. All right, let's take a quick look at our Stitchy version. We're almost done. So here is our progress for January through November. For November Stitchy, I decided to do something a little different. I always do leaves, but I thought it'd be kind of cute to make it a little kitchen theme. So I've got these cute little bowls, like the Pyrex bowls. We have a spoon, and then we have some leaves around it, and then each bowl has a little design on it as well. As always, I'm stitching on 14 count Charles Craft Aida in the Platinum colorway. This is a nice beginner-friendly fabric. It's really easy to see, which means it's easy to cross stitch on. Here's all of my floss colors. I'm using DMC flosses. The color list is in the pattern and in my shop as well. And then the pattern also comes with two different options. It comes with the outside border in case you want to do the whole cloth version like I am here. It also includes just the pattern for that month in case you just want to finish them off individually. And I do have a variety of different finishing options or ideas here on YouTube as well. You can look and see what we've done for some of our previous months. These little pieces each finish at about, I think these are about 2 inches by 2 inches, something like that. So you could make these into little ornaments for your Christmas tree. You can make them into little pillows, or you can do what I'm doing with the whole cloth version. And then once we get done with our final month, I'll show you how I'm going to finish mine. But that's it for our Stitchy progress for January through November. All right, isn't that Stitchy version so cute? Let's go ahead and take a look at the Quilty version now. So here is what the Quilty version looks like. I wanted to do something similar to the Stitchy version, so I did those little mixing bowls. We do a lot of baking in November and December, obviously, and so I thought some little baking bowls and a spatula would just be really, really cute. And then, of course, our outer border has the leaves with the little acorns alternating, so really cute. It is a lot of small pieces, so one of my main tips for you for this, and kind of all of our toppers so far, is to either pre-starch your pieces, or if you're like me and you're using scraps, I just go ahead and use some Mary Ellen's Best Press or the acorn spray on my scraps. That really helps keep everything nice and accurate when you're sewing with smaller pieces like this. You know, you've just got little stems and little flipped corners right here, and so just pre-starching like that can really help your pieces stay more accurate. For the backing on this project, I used my Harvest collection print. This released last year, and I did use scraps, so I do have a seam going down the middle of that backing, but I did want to just try and use scraps for this whole project, and since it's on the back, I don't really care if it's just one solid piece or not. For the background fabric, I used a low volume print that came in my Harvest collection. Most of the prints on the front of here are from my Harvest collection. Some are actually also from my Heartland, like Patriotic collection. The aquas are from Heartland, and I think this blue is actually from my Sew Quilty line. So I did a lot of mixing and matching of my fabrics in this, and of course you can make it any color you want. I went with aqua, green, and orange just because I like the color combo, but you can make your bowls any color you want. And also, I was thinking after I made this would be a really cute block for Christmas as well if you did your bowls and spatula in Christmas colors. And then instead of doing the leaves and acorns, you could just do a solid border, or you could do like some stripe, or if you had Christmas themed fabric, you could just do a wider border just in pre-printed Christmas fabric. So I thought that would be really cute. And then you can either do like a little sawtooth star here, or just swap out and just have it be a solid piece of fabric there. So I was thinking, because you do a lot of baking in both seasons, I just thought that'd be really cute, so I thought I would throw that out there. Now you might notice I have not finished binding this piece yet because I needed to get this video filmed. I have a lot of Christmas content I'm working on, so I just wanted to get this video out. And then I think for my binding, I think I'm going to do this green gingham binding. I will insert some pictures here because by the time this video goes live, I will have finished binding it. I just haven't by the time I'm ready to film it. And then I'll also add my personalized label. These are from everemblem.com, and they are a whimsical floral, I think is what it's called. But they have a lot of different styles. And these are actually, they have an adhesive on the back. So if you want to cut them out and iron them onto your project and then just stitch around the edge, you can do that. I usually just fold it in half like this and sew it into my binding, and I'll show a picture of that here as well. But this is the label I've been using on all of my small projects. It's really nice to have labels on your projects, even if they're your smaller ones. All right, so that is it for our November topper. I hope you like this little mixing bowl design. I thought it was really cute, and the stitchy one, of course, is adorable as well. As a matter of fact, I made the stitchy one first, and then I made the quilty to kind of match along with that. So that's it for our November topper series of the month. I'll put a link below this video on where you can get it. You can also visit store.confessionsofahomeschooler.com, and I usually have the topper right there at the top of the page, and you can just click it and it'll take you to our topper series. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and you can also hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming fun. We have a lot of fun holiday content coming your way soon. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next video. So let's go ahead and start off with the Stitchy November. So let's go ahead and take a look at our Stitchy November. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start with, for the background fabric, I used my just really small, is this for Christmas? No. I think this is for my Silk Quilty line, or maybe it was for my Harvest line. I can't remember now, actually. I could look at the label, I suppose. And I do have finishing instructions and I do have a variety of different finishing instruction. I do have a variety of different,